Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the United Sports Center in Columbus, Ohio for today's matchup between the Ohio Bruins and the Midwest Guardians. Seth Donahoe here alongside DJ Minton. DJ, how are we doing today?
Doing great, man. Honored to be here with you.
Yeah, today, a beautiful day for basketball, not like the snow that we've had over the past week. So.
No, definitely an easy time to get out here. If you, we still got time before game starts. If you're in the area, get out here. We can watch some pro basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to recap, the Ohio Bruins played last night against the Chicago Rebels, ended up winning that game. Got a little close down there to the wire, but the Bruins ended up pulling it out 133-113. Cameron Mitchell led the way with 57 points. What did you think of yesterday's performance?
Well, what you like to see from the Bruins yesterday was the typical things we like to see, right? Great job of playing defense, getting in transition, but then they saw a little adversity, like you said, with about 6 minutes to go. That was a 4-point game. They end up winning by 20, and Cam Mitchell, you can't say enough about him. 57 points, and it was almost like it was effortless. You were at the game last night here with us. You keep watching Brett McKnight, who was a huge deal in the first half of the Bruins, and next thing you know, it's like 57 for Cam Mitchell. The guy's unbelievable, and he, as the Bruins go, he will go. And so today, you're going to have to see them really play solid on their guard play.
Yeah, absolutely. And to touch on that, Brett McKnight finished with 34 last night. But yeah, yesterday, we came in here. Game didn't end up starting till about 8 o'clock, but we got here about 6 o'clock to set up for this broadcast, and Cam Mitchell was already in here shooting, getting his shots up, getting his reps in, and it definitely paid off. And the same thing with today. We come in here, and he's one of the first ones in the gym. I expect another big performance out of him today,
too. Absolutely. I mean, we kind of joke about it. He's Mr. Bruin. He does it all for him. And that's the great thing about this team. You have such a great star like Cam, but look at the guys that we're going to talk about today. You got Nick Gooch and Marquise Mathis right now in this circle here as the captains with Cam. Both of these guys are going to go as they go. And we talked about the guards earlier. This Midwest Guardians, that's what they're good for. They're great in getting up in the guards, making them turn over the ball. So it's going to be important for Cam, Nick, and Oliver to really take care of the basketball today.
Yeah, just looking at this Midwest Guardians team, they're not the tallest, but they're a little shorter, more guard heavy, as we see here on our roster that we have. Only 2 forwards technically listed on the roster, so expect a lot of heavy guard play.
Oh, absolutely. And you're going to see like a Houston Rockets from last season-esque type small ball. And if you're a small team, we talked about it last night, you're going to have to do all the little things. You're going to have to get the 50-50 balls, and you're going to have to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. So looks like we're getting ready to get started. After that win last night, that puts the Ohio Bruins at 3-2 on the season. The Midwest Guardians coming in at 6-2. Like I said, 2 strong teams. We've done the past 2 or 3 broadcasts here for this Ohio Bruins team, and they've come out successful ever since we started with you guys. So hopefully we can continue that streak.
Yeah, let's keep it going today for sure. Yeah, you said it. 2 top 25 teams here. Midwest got a couple of games in. We obviously were canceled with the snow last week, so they got a couple games on us. We got them in overtime the first time. They're going to be ready for revenge today.
Yep. And another thing to mention, it seems like the Ohio Bruins bench is not entirely as deep as you would like to see it.
No. One thing we've noticed is there's a core of about 4 or 5 guys that have been here the whole time. The other 3 or 4 kind of been shuffling in and out, and to the credit of the Bruins and their organization, they've made it work.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like for our starting lineup for the Bruins, we got Nick Gooch, Boo Osborne, Brett McKnight, Marquise Mathis alongside Cameron Mitchell. And for the Guardians, Jordan Hildeberg, Daryl Scooty Walker, Krishan Hopkins, Darren Trice, and Datavian Walker.
Trice shoots one quick.
Nice little rebound there by Walker.
And that's something we saw last night. Sorry to talk over you there. That's something we saw last night. They cannot give up offensive rebounds today if you're the Bruins.
Yep, absolutely. That's one of the biggest things in basketball. Coaches always stress as McKnight misses a 3. Got to put a body on somebody when that ball goes in the air.
Absolutely. And you like to see Brett work that one around a little bit. A little quick shot there in the shot clock.
So shot there in the corner by, looks like Hildeberg. Mathis bringing it up the floor. Dish down to McKnight, couldn't get a hold of it. Hildeberg with the steal, bringing it up. Walker
And
out to Hopkins. Nope. Over to Trice in the corner. Hildeberg, all good defense there by Campbell. A little too aggressive. Looks like he's going to pick up the foul.
Well, and on the offensive end for the Bruins, it looks like they're going to try to pick up where they started the game last night, dishing it down low to Brett McKnight.
Yeah, and back to what we were talking about, the depth of the bench earlier, that doesn't seem to affect them because they always continue to play with speed.
Well, we'll have to see today because obviously we got this back-to-back. We'll see how the legs are.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice little spin there by Datavian Walker. First points of the game goes to the Guardians. McKnight with the ball out in the wing, down to Boo Osborne. Kicks out to Mathis. Long two, that one's good.
That was a great job by Osborne. Draw the defense in, kick it out to the shooter.
Yeah, give him a nice open shot, easy knockdown shot. That ball's to Trice, that one's in the corner for three, just off the back iron.
Again, another offensive rebound.
Yep. Walker, he's going to take the three there. Just in and out. McKnight with the board, coming up the floor quickly. The Bruins are. That's Mitchell for three. Just off, but Mathis there for the rebound. Nice
Good job by cutting.
Yeah, nice low dump out there to Osborne, who was cutting, and Mitchell to get the miss by Osborne, able to draw the foul.
That was a good job, like we said, cut down low by Osborne. Couldn't quite finish, but here comes Cam with the putback. And we talked about this last night. Last thing you want to do with a guy who already is going to score a lot of points, start giving him free ones.
Yeah. Yep, that's how, the good ones always get started. Get him a couple free throws, get his nerves settled down a little bit, and that first one's good.
Well, and then if you're the Bruins, you had a couple of late arrivals. The game kind of started right away on you. And as you mentioned with the bench, weather this first few minutes here.
So Mitchell's first 2 points comes from the free throw line. Guardians bringing it up the floor quickly. Trice drives and a nice little fadeaway, but just off and last touched off of Mitchell there, so it'll stay with the Guardians.
And Trice is getting some good looks here early. A couple of good looks on three, and that was a good look from the elbow.
Yeah. Like I said, it looks like on this roster, the Guardians are a little guard heavy as Datavian Walker with a nice little move to get an open layup.
Well, and that was a little too easy there. You'd like to see Nick and Cam close out there a little bit better.
That's Mathis with the three that's just off, and offensive rebound to Boo Osborne, who he shoots a three now.
That was a good job by Gooch, who had tipped it out to him.
Yeah.
Just can't quite get one to fall just yet.
Nope, so 3 threes taken right there on that possession, and none of them could fall. And that three missed by Krishan Hopkins.
And the Bruins got bailed out there. Another quick shot for the Guardians there.
Nice post move there by Boo Osborne. You'd like to see that. It looks like
there you go. Way to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And they're not going to call a whole lot, it doesn't look like, here early on. My goodness.
Nope. Getting pretty physical here in the beginning with only tied 4-4 here. Oh, nice block by Walker.
That was a great athletic play by Walker on defense.
And quickly down the other end, the Guardians go. That's Hopkins to Daryl Scooty Walker.
Well, and if you're the Bruins, you had the turnover there. You got to get back on defense, try to eliminate that easy bucket.
Absolutely. So Gooch down low to Mathis. That double team comes in.
Well, and you can see early here, the Guardians look like they're going to double team everything down low with the big men. If you're the big guys, you got to start finding the shooters and making them pay for that.
Yeah, like I was saying, the roster is pretty guard heavy for the Guardians, so expect them to. I mean, if you're the Bruins, you got to be physical. You got to get points down low inside the paint because it doesn't look like too many of them will be able to guard you. So you got to be physical. But for the guards, they're going to be scrappy and they're going to use their speed and agility to be able to cause turnovers, like we almost saw there.
Oh, absolutely.
McKnight with a turnaround that couldn't fall.
Well, and again, we talked about this as the back-to-back. You can kind of feel a little bit. The energy's a little different than what it was in here last night.
Yeah, and Mathis there just kind of overpowered in a way by Hopkins. So just under 8 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Osborne with a quick three. Couldn't get that one to fall.
again, you'd like to maybe see a little bit more flow from the offense, maybe a little bit better job of working the ball around and finding that shooter.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. See if the Bruins can get some kind of offense, some kind of offensive set going, get moving. Like I said, the Guardians are a little bit smaller than some of the Bruins' big men, so if you're the Bruins, you want to try and get it down low, get some easy points that way. You're able to do that, the kickouts will be available and open, and those open threes will become available.
Absolutely. I think, honestly, the biggest thing right now for the Bruins, they got to get a little energy in the building. They got to get a little under their legs after this back-to-back, and they got to really start being more aggressive. This is about the time last night we kind of were saying the same thing. I don't know about their energy, and then next thing you know, the defensive pressure started up. So we'll see if they can really do that now.
Yep. It's usually how it goes. First few minutes of the game, you're just kind of feeling each team kind of feeling each other out, seeing how each other plays. So a little timeout, calm the nerves a little bit. Let's reset here and get back to playing how we've been playing. So 7:45 left. Guardians up 8-4, and they're bringing the ball up the floor right now. Heidelberg out there dribbling around. Good pressure by Osborne. Swings it out to Trice.
It's a good job by Bruins defense, keeping them on the outside of the three-point line.
Yep. Contested three there by...
Got to get that if you're Osborne.
Yep.
Nice job by Marquise.
Just
a little too far.
A little too far ahead for McKnight. That was Cheatons, who was able to just easily drive it all the way to the middle of the lane.
And bailed out again by not being able to finish there.
Yeah, Scooty Walker with the missed layup. Quickly coming the other way. Osborne couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Cam Mitchell getting after that 50-50 ball. You'd love to see that.
Yep, getting on the floor, showing the hustle. Mathis for the three.
There we go. Marquise was looking for that all night last night. He's too good of a shooter. He's going to keep shooting. Great shot there.
Yeah.
But all set up by Cam Mitchell getting on the floor.
You love to see the hustle. And after rattling around, Trice is able to knock down that three.
Again, another good look for Trice. He finally makes one.
6:30 left here in the first quarter. Mathis with another
is feeling
three.
It now.
Yeah, you get one to fall, and that boosts your confidence a little bit. Guardians quickly the other way, down to Walker.
Well, and again, if you're the Bruins, you got to get back on defense. Right now, that's killing them in the transition. Usually, that's their bread and butter.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to see the Guardians, it looks like, is going to use their guard speed
for sure
to be able to get the ball down the floor quickly. And after that contested layup foul, we're going to have Datavian Walker at the line shooting two. First one is up and just off the back iron.
Well, and again, we talked about offensive rebounds. Even though this is a free throw, if you're the Bruins, all these little plays here at the beginning, when things aren't really going your way, are going to make the difference if you can stay in this game and take the lead.
Yep. So Devon Daniels is checking in and giving Darren Trice a little break. The second one for Walker is up. And just short.
Good job by McKnight securing that finally.
Halfway through the first, Guardians with a 4-point lead on the Bruins. And that's what you'd like to see from
Way
McKnight.
to be aggressive by McKnight.
Exactly, using that size and that strength to be able to take that guard into the paint for a nice layup.
And good job by active hands by Nick Gooch.
Yeah, able to get in there and knock that one loose.
It's a good job. McKnight makes the bucket down on the offensive end, takes it by himself, then gets back down, forces the offensive player right into Nick Gooch's hands.
And a nice cut there by Scooty Walker.
Well, I'd say right now the Guardians are doing a good job in the half-court sets. They're running their plays, and they're really getting Ohio mixed in.
Gooch down low to McKnight. Just a little bit out of control.
Well, and if you're Brett, he's really trying to get picked up where he left off last night. Just slow down just a little bit here. He had Marquise open. Maybe look up and try to hit a three for that.
Yeah, Scooty Walker with a three there. Off the mark, off the top of the backboard, so it'll be Bruins ball here coming the other way.
Well, and you see right there on defense what the Guardians are doing. They don't want Cam Mitchell to have the basketball.
Right.
So Osborne and Gooch and Oliver, when he comes off the bench, it's going to be very important to handle the ball for them.
Yeah. Boo Osborne not happy with that no call. Got pretty physical there for that possession. So Mitchell here with the ball, driving to the basket. And Gooch there on the other end gets the missed layup and scraps for it. And looks like it was last touch by the Guardians. Nick Gooch not happy with that call.
No, it did look like it went off the Guardians, but of course we don't have the benefit of instant replay.
Right. One of these days we'll get it. Devon Daniels there with the pass in. Little fadeaway shot off the back of the rim.
Well, and if you're the Bruins, okay, you haven't played real great, but you're right in this game. Come down, make a couple buckets in a row, and take control of this basketball game.
It's only the first quarter. You know, there's no need for panic or anything like that. As McKnight uses his body.
Good job by Brett. Great job there. And again, we talked about this last night. If he gets the ball that far down in the block, there's no way they're going to stop him.
No, absolutely. He's just too. He's one of the strongest basketball players that I've seen.
Agree.
And like we were saying, as Daniels here shoots a three, and
it seems like they're getting all the rolls right now. And again, that's something, you know, some of those shots might not fall in the second half. So if you're the Bruins, continue to get up on people on defense, continue to talk.
Yep. Mathis here with a long two as that foot was on the line, just off the front of the rim. McKnight and Osborne scrapping for the ball, and the ref's going to call that one.
Well, this might be a good time for the Bruins right now. Get a quick timeout here, regroup. You guys are hanging in there. You definitely got to secure things up in the transition. The one thing that seems like we always see at these Bruins games is the Bruins getting the defensive rebounds, getting the ball out quick, and making runs. We're seeing them actually get a taste of their own medicine right now from the Guardians. So got to get back on D, hang in there. Mitchell hasn't even got going yet. If he can get going, they're going to be okay.
Yeah. And, you know, Guardians with only a 7-point lead. There's still 3:50 left here to play in the first quarter. And like I said, there's no need to panic or anything like that. You know, I think what they've been doing the past couple of possessions is getting that ball down low to McKnight. And him, you know, he wasn't having those long mid-range jumper shots that he was having last night.
Right.
But he can be able to get going down low with those easy layups.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if, you know, everyone can get on the same page here. And if you're able to slow down a little bit here, you know that the Guardians are going to move quickly. Slow down, kind of catch your breath a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. Come down here on defense, and, you know, you won't be running out of breath and getting in a sprinting match with the Guardians as Devon Daniels.
And again, a lack of communication there. No help side D.
Mitchell
just said, you know what, guys, enough of this. I'm going to go ahead and take it myself.
Yep, absolutely. Quickly the other way. Cheaton's here into the middle of the lane. Nick Gooch able to get his hands in there and cause a loose ball.
Well, and again, Gooch getting back, trying to force the guy baseline, but no one else is there to help him. The Bruins got to get back on defense.
Right. Daniels kicks out to Cheatons. Contested mid-range jumper there by Gooch.
And again, that's got to be a defensive rebound either by Marquise or Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. You've seen two guys. Marquise had his hand on the defender. The long rebound kind of benefited, as we're going to get a traveling violation.
Good job by Cam.
Yeah,
you know, that's what you love to see out of your star player, right? It's struggling, right, at the beginning here. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity to score. He's still putting it down. He went down for the 50-50 ball. Creates a turnover there.
3 minutes left here in this first quarter. Mitchell down to McKnight. McKnight with that mid-range jumper. That's his sweet spot right there. That one was beautiful.
Well, and we kind of saw this two-man game last night between Mitchell and McKnight.
Yep.
And if McKnight gets going, he gets a lot of confidence, and there is no stopping him.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, McKnight and Mitchell combined for 91 of the team's 133 points. As McGlade there with a nice move, able to take it all the way.
What a move by Oliver. Way to be aggressive.
Yes, absolutely. And
hey, that's what you like to see if you're the Bruins, too. Oliver comes right off the bench, comes in there. And we talked about that right in the pregame. What was going to be important was Oliver handling the ball. Well, right there we saw his energy on defense, gets the steal, takes it himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll love to see a guy like Oliver McGlade out there on the floor, because his energy is just, his motor is running 100% all the time.
I don't know how him and Nick Gooch have so much energy. It's unbelievable.
They can, You leave them out there for the full 48 minutes, and they'll be ready to go for tomorrow.
Yeah, they will.
They're
right.
just a different kind of breed, if you will.
Well, and they're going to need that today. Of course, we're talking about it a couple times already. They're in this back-to-back. They have a shortened bench tonight, and you're in a struggle. This isn't going to be a cakewalk today.
Yep.
They're going to have to be mentally into this thing.
So just like that, nice couple baskets there by the Bruins, and it's only a Guardian 3-point lead with 2:30 to here to go in the first.
Yeah, that was a nice little run there. Great job. Now you got 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. How are you going to make your possessions count if you're the Bruins?
And it just doesn't
That's not
seem
a bad job by Oliver, but again, no help side defense.
Yep. You got to make sure that you have that help side defense in there. The lane was just wide open.
Down to McKnight. There's no, I mean, they can't guard him down there.
Yeah,
We've talked about that, but if they can't get a stop on defense, then they're going to be in trouble.
Yep. And Mathis with a beautiful pass there, and then Cheatons for the Guardians comes the other way and knocks down a 3. Cam Mitchell bringing it up the floor. 1:55 left here to go in the first. Nice little move. Kicks it out to Mathis, who swings it out to McGlade. Down low to Gooch.
Great job of communication and finding the cross pass there.
Nice find there. Mathis just a little bit short, but it was a great look.
Well, again, like you said, they're not panicking. They're still running their offensive sets. And, of course, right there is the defensive communication and lack of.
Yeah, Devon Daniels was wide open outside. Mathis was guarding his man, and McKnight was just kind of hanging out in the key. You got to be able to talk and pick somebody up. McGlade
Great
with
job
a
by Oliver.
beautiful-looking shot.
He's come in ready to play.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's, you know what, that's what the Bruins need is a little bit of energy, so maybe he can spark it.
1:10 left here in the first. 6-point lead for the Guardians. Cheatons with the ball on the outside.
There he is again. Oliver cutting in the lane, getting to that 50-50 ball. Great job by McGlade.
Yeah, beautiful. McKnight's able to pick up the loose ball, and Gooch comes the other way here. Down to Mathis.
Great dive by
cutting
Cam.
Mitchell, yep.
And of course, hold. That's about the only thing you can do if he's going to go across the middle like that.
Yeah, we did an interview with Cameron Mitchell and Anna Steger yesterday at the Ohio Media School, and you know when Mitchell showed up, he had on his tracksuit, and you know he just looked like this normal everyday kid out here playing basketball, and then I come out here and see him as Mathis knocks down a long 2. Mitchell, you see him on a basketball floor, and he's just so well put together. It's hard to contain a guy like that.
It really is, and I said it a few times last night. Until you see this guy in person, you cannot explain how athletic he is. Oh, man.
It looks like it just kind of ended up there in the hands of Antoine Person, as I don't think anybody was expecting that.
I think he was surprised himself.
Yeah, ends up getting the easy 2 points.
So here's your last possession of the first quarter. You got to get a high percentage shot here.
Yep. 6-point lead, 5 seconds left. Gooch got the ball, swings that out to Mathis for the 3, and beautiful shot.
Great job by Nick. Holding it to the last second, finding the shooter, hand down, man down.
Yeah, so with that 3, that brings it to a 3-point game. Guardians on top of the Ohio Bruins 30-27. We're going to take a short break here, and we'll be back right after this.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time.
And we're back here at the United Sports Center in Columbus, Ohio, as I believe that was Boo Osborne who just hit that three.
That's a good job. Big, good shot there right away.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that three, it's a tie ball game now, 30-30. Second quarter just getting underway, so Cheats for the Guardian driving and kicking it out to Walker, and Osborne able to step in front of Walker and take the charge. That was way to sacrifice your body.
Oh, absolutely. It was a good start here the second quarter for Osborne and the Bruins. Hits a big shot on offense, comes down, takes the defensive charge. You like to see that. This is a nice little 11-2 run that the Bruins are on here.
Yeah, able to finish that first quarter out real strong. Just trying to get a little sweat cleaned up off the floor. Bruins are going to be bringing it up. Nick Gooch bringing it up the floor for the Ohio team. Looks like we got Ulmer Manzi checking in for Brett McKnight as Mathis just off the back iron for the three. Oliver McGlade getting in there, and loose ball is going to go in favor for the Bruins.
Again, Oliver getting in there on those 50-50 balls. It even looked like he was fouled on that.
Well, this is a professional basketball league, so of course there's all kinds of physicality. And nice dish down there to Mathis, who's able to get the and one.
Great look by Nick Gooch. He sets up people so well. It's so underrated. And of course, we saw there toward the end of that quarter, they went on that run by just what you said, pounding it down low, and there seems to be a consistent pattern going on here now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
So Mathis here trying to pick up the traditional 3 points. So first two possessions into the second quarter for the Bruins, 3 points apiece.
Well, and they seem to have a little more energy, too.
Yeah, and Scooty Walker there with a nice three. Cameron Mitchell back into the game, bringing the ball up the floor. Looks out to Mathis, taking another three. Well, it looked good, but just off the front edge of the rim.
Those are going to start falling for Marquise. He's too good of a shooter for him to not.
Out to Scooty Walker, who swings it out to Cheatons, over to Daniels. That three's good.
And again, Daniels wide open. Bad job on defense of recognizing the shooter there by the Bruins.
Cameron Mitchell bringing the ball up the floor and taking a quick three.
Well, it seems like every time that the Guardians go up a couple of points, the Bruins kind of get out of their rhythm.
Yep. Manzi there with good defense, able to cause the missed layup, and Mitchell quickly the other way. Nice little Euro step and nice finish.
Nice finish. He just finishes so well at the rim. And again, you know, if you're our guard and you get down into that, where we see that Aqua Science logo, good luck if you're on defense.
Yeah. Nice contested layup there. Manzi able to pull the board down.
Sharpening up on the rebounds now on defense.
McGlade there with a long three just off the front. Osborne there, though, for the offensive rebound. Can't get that one to fall. Manzi tried for the tip in. Just like that, the Guardians are coming the other way.
Good drop off there to Walker.
Yeah, Cheatons, yeah. Cheatons with the dump off to Walker, or Person, Antoine Person. So, 3 point lead here for the Guardians. 9:20 left in the second quarter. Nice little step back there from Boo Osborne, able to get that one to fall. That was pretty.
That was nice by Osborne. And here he is on the defense. It just missed the steal.
Just outside the reach of the fingertips. Wasn't able to get a hand on it.
But again, the Achilles heel so far that's kept the Midwest Guardians in this game, the lack of getting back on defense by the Bruins. Hurt him again that time.
Yeah, that constant guard play. The Guardians are playing with their speed, and so far it's benefiting for them. And we kind of revert to what we were saying earlier, with the Bruins and working it down low. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you'd like to see the job that they're doing with Marquise, trying to get him going. And if you're the Midwest Guardians, obviously something that might start scaring you is the open looks the Bruins are starting to get.
Yeah. If those shots aren't falling now, the Guardians might play a little bit softer on those outside shots.
That's
and
true.
then, of course, you leave them that open, they're going to be given that much more confidence, and then those open shots are just going to start falling. So the Guardians come out here out of that timeout with some full court pressure.
Well, and remember, this is an 8-second here in the ABA. It's not 10 seconds.
Right. So they're able to get that across. McGlade out to Mathis. Nice little crossover and step back, but couldn't get that one to fall and off the fingertips of McGlade.
And, like we talked about in the last possession, you like what they're trying to do, get Marquise some looks, but, man, you'd like to see him start going back down low again. That's a lot of threes they've taken in this half.
Yeah, absolutely. And easily the tallest player on this court right now. And that's going to be a three from Cheatons, who's just misses off the back end.
Oliver thought maybe he got away with a push off there.
Yeah. So Osborne with a contested three, just rattles in and out. McGlade
Good job by
there.
Manzi tipping it out.
Yeah. Mitchell for the three, just short. Trice with the rebound. Guardians bringing it up now.
This is one heck of a game so far by both teams.
Absolutely, and there's that non-communication on the defensive end as Trice hits down a wide open three.
Trice has been unbelievable with the threes so far in this first half.
So 6-point lead for the Guardians here, 8 minutes left.
And we talked about the pressure, right? The guard play was going to be important for the Bruins, and that right there, it was a turnover by Oliver McGlade. And you're seeing it. The Guardians have some energy. Coaches jumping off of the bench. The Bruins just seem like right now there's just something that can't get them over the hump yet.
Yeah, and some of it might be from that, long, hard-fought game that they played yesterday.
Absolutely.
Still trying to get their legs underneath of them. It's only a 6-point game, so nothing's getting out of hand. It seems like if the Guardians are able to score, then their Bruins are able to kind of come down and score too, and vice versa. And it's only a 6-point game. Nothing to worry about right now. But as we were saying, for Mathis, it seems like he's taking a few too many outside shots. You're the tallest person on the floor. Get under there, because those are free layups, basically.
Right. Well, and just what we talked about, a little steady diet of in and out will help you out there. That way you can start getting some of your shooters open. You see McKnight's going to come back in the game, so I think you're going to see him start throwing it back down.
Yeah.
And they've got Manzi, so they're going to go real big here.
Yes. So McKnight coming in and giving Mathis a break. So McKnight, Manzi, Osborne, Mitchell, and McGlade on the floor for the Bruins. And we're going to get a on the floor
foul.
foul.
On the floor, yeah. Well, and again, the thing that got the Bruins back in that game there in that end of the first quarter was the communication on D, and now we're seeing a little bit of a lack of that again.
Daniels out to Cheatons in the corner. Cheatons able to get by Manzi, but that's Sam Miller, one of those smaller guys on the floor, able to get the offensive rebound. A nice pass up ahead to McKnight.
That's a great job.
God,
McKnight running the floor there, being open. Great job of finding him by Mitchell.
Looked like a quarterback just dropping it right in there,
Absolutely.
right over the defender. Osborne putting that pressure on Miller. Nice little pump fake Euro step there by Miller, but just couldn't get the layup to fall. So Mitchell with the board coming the other way. Right through the defenders, and just an easy layup for him right there.
Even when you think he's going to lose the handle, just so smooth, so calm, gets it right back, and finishes at the rack.
So Trice there with a three, just off the front edge.
I'll tell you, Miller's come in with a lot of energy from the Midwest Guardians.
Yeah.
A lot like Oliver did for the Bruins. Oh, great look.
Good pass, Manzi. Just misses the layup, but
and puts it back in. He redeemed himself there.
kind of made all the Bruins fans hold their breath for just
for
a
sure.
second.
It was a beautiful no-look pass by Cam Mitchell.
He was able to get that board back, and now we got a tie ball game here with 6:45 left. And right as I say that, Daniels just hits a three.
Every time the Bruins tie it, they leave a shooter wide open.
Bruins coming down quickly. They get it to McKnight. Going to use that size and strength to get the easy 2 points
Big
right there.
spin, and just what you said, size and strength, that's what was able to keep the ball on there.
Yeah. And McKnight was pumped up after that one, so look for him to be getting the ball a little bit more in the second quarter.
And again, it's little plays like that. You can manifest energy when you're lacking it.
And Trice using his speed and quickness to blow by the defender for the layup.
I've been impressed with him in this first half. He's played really well.
Yes, he has. 3-point lead halfway through the second quarter here. Bruins got the ball, pass into McKnight. Mitchell wasn't ready for that, but McKnight was. McKnight had the right idea.
Yeah, you're right. Mitchell cut, and he was kind of clearing out. He thought maybe McKnight was going to go ahead and try to go one-on-one there. McKnight saw him right at the last second, and unfortunately Mitchell wasn't ready for it.
So now we got a 5-point lead for the Guardians. 5:50 in the second. McKnight comes back into the game, and they did what we expected them to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Get the ball to him. He's confident in his game, using that size and strength down low to get those easy baskets.
Well, and just what we talked about with the Bruins. It's been a little bit of an up and down first half, but just like you said, they're in it. They're down 5, and they seem to be starting to slowly be communicating a little bit better and slowly starting to get into defensive position here. The transition game is really the key right now for both teams. Who's getting back on transition? Who's going to let the other team go on that big run?
And that'll be one of Coach's big talking points when they go into the locker rooms for the half is communication.
Oh, absolutely.
So Gooch back in for the Bruins, bringing it up. And right there it is, looking for McKnight right away. Walker tries to guard him.
And they can't. They don't have an answer. And you saw the defense try to come over, but if you're going to come over that late, he's already got the guy on his hip and he's made his move.
And McKnight, just like the last possession, is fired up. Takes on Walker, using that great defensive ability, but looks like his hands just came down as the defender was going up, so he's going to pick up the foul.
Well, that's I'll tell you what, Midwest is doing a good job of clearing out. One of the reasons that the Bruins are having a hard time getting over and on help side defense is the clear outs. And you saw McKnight get exposed there one-on-one. He hung in there, and then, like you said, unfortunately, hung over with the arms.
Yep. So Scooty Walker at the line shooting 2, and the first one falls. And we got Greg Hardiman checking in for Sam Miller for the Midwest Guardians. And this second shot is up by Walker and just rims out. McGlade.
Good take by Oliver.
Yeah.
Good follow by Nick. Just can't quite finish.
Yep. Was just able to miss that offensive putback. Guardians quickly the other way. Kick out to Daniels, and man.
Daniels is not going to miss a shot, it doesn't seem like. So if you're the Bruins, you got to find him in transition.
Yeah.
The 3 is killing him right now.
Boo Osborne the other way with a 3, and can't get that one to fall. Seemed like a little rushed on the offensive side for the Bruins.
A little too early in the shot clock for that shot.
So 7-point lead for the Guardians. Way to get your hands in there by McGlade.
That was a great job by McGlade. I thought maybe he would get the jump ball there.
And Nick Gooch saw him, but that lane closed up quickly as the Guardians were getting back on defense. So McGlade with the ball. McGlade got a little bit of a shove, it looked like, but not able to.
And here's Daniels again.
Yep, wide open 3.
My goodness, you got to get a timeout if you're the Bruins here.
Yeah, this
player recognition in the transition is just absolutely killing them right now.
His lead has grown to 10 now for the Guardians. Still not out of control, but they got some things that you'd like to work on and see before this quarter ends.
Oh, absolutely. Well, a little bit of part of the reason that they came back in that first quarter, right, was the offensive sets. But now we're starting to see a little bit of one-on-one, maybe a little bit of panic. Take a deep breath here, like you said. It's just a 10-point game. Work here this next 3:45. Get it down to 4-5 before the break.
Right. And looks like we're going to have a timeout here by the Bruins. Coach must have heard your suggestion.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we do a little bit of everything up here, right?
So 3:45 left here in the second quarter. 10-point lead for the Guardians. And yeah, it seems like what's been working for the Guardians is those offensive sets, getting it down low and getting the baskets down there. The coming up the floor and shooting a quick three hasn't been working.
Well, and like we said, 3:45 to go. You might not get it all back right here, but cut the lead in half before you get to the break.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this broadcast and would like to learn how it's done behind the scenes, check out the Ohio Media School located here in Columbus. If you're interested in radio production, TV broadcasting, or digital media, the Ohio Media School is the choice for you. Visit Ohio Media School at beonair.com/Columbus. You can also find the Ohio Media School on all of your favorite social media. Ohio Media School, we change lives.
Well, and from the Bruins organization, a big thank you to the Ohio Media School. They're the ones who make it possible for all of this Bruins action to come to you live and in your living room.
Yeah, I mean, the school has done tremendous things for students like myself who were able to get out here into, we do high school basketball games, we've done football games, we've done hockey games, as McKnight here with a wide open three just off the front end. We're able to do something that we love, is be around sports and want to pursue a career in it. So what other than to check out some professional basketball here in the Columbus area.
Absolutely.
So Cameron Mitchell is all up in Devon Daniels' grill right now, and Hardiman on the backside.
Again, though, nobody should be able to run across that lane like that, so wide open.
Right.
Again, a little condensation, it looks like, on the floor. They're having trouble with that area down there.
Well, when you play a game as physical as this, you're going to be all over the court. So,
well, if you're the Bruins, you need a bucket right now. They've come down, like you said, taking a couple quick shots early in the shot clock. You're going to get a bucket, a high, successful bucket here, and you got to start chipping away at this lead. Give yourself a little bit of confidence here.
Yeah, nothing rushed.
Right.
Just like, you see Mathis and McKnight down here just outside of the key, and I figure that this is probably where they're going to go with it on this possession.
Yeah.
And you got Cheatons down there on Mathis for the Guardians, who it's probably about a 4 to 6 inch height advantage right
Easily,
there.
right?
But Cameron Mitchell gets the ball and is able to take it into the basket, misses it, and Cheaton's there with the quick hands, able to knock it out of Mitchell's hands.
Mitchell does a good job of trying to let everybody get involved in the game, but sometimes, like right now, I think he just needs to take over.
And they're going to say McKnight lowered his shoulder on that one.
Got a little too aggressive there. You like you said, you like to throw it down low. You like to take advantage of that size, but you can't be that aggressive.
Yep. Yeah, that's what you want if you're the Bruins, but a little too physical on that one right there.
Absolutely.
Just picks up the charge call.
So now we've seen about a minute go by, and it's a 12-point lead instead of a, what you wanted as a Bruins fan, a 7 or a 5-point lead. So you got to weather this next 3 minutes, figure out what you can do adjustment-wise in the break here. And I think we've talked about it enough to know they got to get back on transition defense and find the shooters.
Yeah. 2:55 left here in the second, so still time to be able to cut into that deficit. Hardiman brings the ball up the floor for the Guardians, swings it up to Cheatons.
Great shot, great one-on-one. If you're a young point guard and you get to the elbow, you're going to be successful.
You have a good shot right now. Be ready. 5-2.
Good look to Mitchell in the inbound.
And that scrappiness from the Guardians guard play is going to bite them on that one, as they're going to pick up a foul.
Well, you can hear a lot from up here. That's not the first time one of the Bruins has been smacked today.
Yeah, no, it has been a physical one here at the United Sports Complex.
Again, we were talking about how desperate the Bruins need a bucket. It has been a while since they've scored.
Ready, one.
Great look.
Yeah, nice cut in there to Mitchell.
The inbound plays that the Bruins have are so highly successful. It's just unbelievable.
And it seems to be effective with the size of the Bruins against this shorter Guardians team. They're able to just kind of dump it right in there under the basket as Guardians miss a shot and the Bruins quickly come the other way. Knocked out.
Well, and that's what you want if you're the
Mathis's
Bruins,
hands.
getting the ball out off of the rim, getting it moving. That's really what helped them last night. There was a lot less dribbling, a lot of quick passes in the transition.
Cameron Mitchell with the ball on the baseline. Swings
Found
it out
McKnight.
to,
He's been standing down there. Like to see him hit that.
Yep, just a little long. And Heidelberg's bringing the ball up the floor for the Guardians.
And again, no communication there. Good job by McKnight, though, to recover.
Got his hand in the passing lane, and as Heidelberg was going out of bounds, he touched it last. So that's what you'd like to see if you're the Bruins. A little successful defensive possession right there. No,
And McKnight again.
Yep, he learned his lesson from the last time down
Right.
there. Walker was playing a little bit off of him and was ready to take the contact, but not as physical as McKnight finishes.
He just is able to catch the ball so deep.
Scooty Walker able to get 2 points.
But still pretty good defense by Nick Gooch. Great find.
And just
Great find.
Easy basket for McKnight.
And guys, there was 3 Guardians down there trying to guard McKnight, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they were all around
Oh,
him.
he walked. Got away with that one.
Scooty Walker able to get inside the lane for another easy layup. 50 seconds here in the second quarter. 12-point lead. Hardiman, nope. Looks like it's going to be on Heidelberg as he was reaching in as I think that was Mitchell who was driving to the basket. Into Osborne. A little physical down there. Osborne not able to finish.
Again, though, they find the guy on the offensive inbound there.
And just a silly foul by Osborne down here on the other end of the court. He
A little bit of frustration probably there setting in.
Yeah, you thought the Guardians defender would have gotten underneath of him as he went up for that layup, but no call. And 30 seconds left here, 12-point lead.
And if you're the Bruins, you're going to get another possession. You got to get a stop here.
Yep. And Hardiman with the cut and nice dish there by Cheatons. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, you need something if you're the Bruins here. The lack of energy that they have right now it's very evident.
Osborne with the ball. 2 seconds left. Osborne not liking the no calls that the refs aren't seem to be giving the Bruins right now.
Right.
So we have a 67-53 advantage here for the Midwest Guardians as the first half has finished up here. Like we said, Bruins got some things to work on. Definitely the communication is one of their biggest things that they need to come out with in the second quarter. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back after or once the third quarter is get ready to go underway.
You have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
And we are back here in Columbus, Ohio for today's matchup between the Midwest Guardians and the Ohio Bruins, where the Guardians have a 67-53 lead. Hey, everyone here at Ohio Media School wants to make sure you amplify your personality with the theater people. They can help with your entire home setup of entertainment or networking and security. Call 614-604-6327 or visit thetheaterpeople.com to build your dream home entertainment system. Seth Donahoe alongside here with DJ Minton. And like I said, Bruins at a 14-point deficit right now. You know, we noticed some things that they need to work on in the second half, which is
Well, obviously we talk about a little bit of that transition game. They got to start recognizing guys that are shooters in the transition, play a little bit better defense, and you're going to get right back in this game.
Yeah, one of Midwest Guardians' biggest shooters has been Devon Daniels, who's actually on the bench to start this second half, and Cheatham's is taking a step-back three there, but off the front end. Gooch with the rebound, passed up ahead to Mitchell.
Well, you can't ask for anything better than that, right?
Yeah.
Good first defensive play and a great outlet pass.
Yep. Ball ended up in the hands of Boo Osborne for the easy basket. Walker out to Trice with a contested three, just short.
And that's the first time you've said that, right? Contested. That's what we got to see more of from the Bruins.
And two good, yep, there's a kick ball there. Two good defensive possessions to start this third quarter.
For sure, and you want to see that intensity. That's something they were lacking a little bit there in that first half.
Gooch gets it down low to Mathis, using that size to get the easy 2 points. There it is.
Easy, for sure.
Like I said, that's probably the tallest guy down there on the floor, and he's got 3 to 6 inches height advantage on everybody, so you want to be able to get him some easy baskets as Trice misses that one.
Another great defensive rebound.
Yeah, key word there, defensive rebounds. You know, that's another big thing is you can't be giving up those offensive rebounds. Gooch with the contested three, but Scooty Walker takes the contact. Is able to finish that one.
Of course, the Bruins screaming he was traveling. He has gotten away with a couple of steps there.
McKnight with the ball.
They have no answer down low for the two big men. You just what you've been saying all game. Just keep feeding them. Step it up a little bit here on defense. You're going to get right back in this game.
Yeah, let the big men do their thing down low. That gives your guard play a little more. It takes the pressure off of them a little bit. You know,
Absolutely.
They're able to get back on defense and play better, stronger defense, and try and slow down this Guardian transition game.
For sure.
So by Heidelberg with the ball here for the Guardians.
Great active hands by Nick Gooch. That's looked like it went off the thigh there.
But there's that help defense that we didn't see that much of in the first half.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a really great point.
Trice with the three. And
He forced him down, and he got the help defense he was looking for. And again, another contested shot by Trice. I don't think he had more than one contested shot in that whole first half.
There's ball to Mathis, out to Mitchell. And that one was just, that's what we were saying in the first half. Let your big guys do the work. Those open threes will come.
Absolutely, and who better to get going than Cam Mitchell?
Exactly. 9:45 here in the third. Guardians with a 7-point lead, 69-62. Trice has the ball for the Guardians. That's another contested shot, but man, he was able to get that one to fall.
Absolutely. That was a great play by Trice. But good defense, just what you said. That was good defense. If you're the Bruins, you'll live with that.
Looks like Mathis was calling for the ball down low, and as Mitchell was driving by, Trice got him a little bit with the body.
This is what you want to see, too, if you're the Bruins on a team that's undersized. Let's go ahead and get them into foul trouble a little bit. That's 2 or 3 quick team fouls here in this half.
It looks like Trice is picking up a technical foul. Must have been some words said down there on the court. He's not happy with something.
Well, if you got the lead, what do you want to do here is not commit a technical foul and let somebody like Cam Mitchell get going here from the free throw line. Next thing you know, he's starting to hit threes and everything else.
Yeah. 2 shots here from Mitchell taking the technical fouls, makes the first, and they'll get the ball back. So they can cut this. That would be a 9-point deficit into as little as 5.
And this is, you can't ask for anything better to come out of the break. A lot more focused, a lot more intensity, and it's all starting on the defensive end.
So just like that, it's a 71-64 lead for the Guardians, 9:20 left. Mitchell takes those 2 free throws, and the Bruins get the ball back.
And if the Bruins feed off of that, build off of that. Great
McKnight
shot.
Is feeling it now.
And now there's a little bit of energy on that bench, a little bit of energy on that team. Now you're making your run.
Just like that, it's a 4-point lead.
But you got to make sure you stay mentally sharp here. Stay good on defense.
Yep. James gets it down low to Walker. And Boo Osborne went down to help out. And that wide open shot missed by Heidelberg.
Those shots.
Osborne went down to help out, but that left a wide open man on the outside as Mathis misses that long three.
Yeah, I'd like to see Marquise maybe hang on to that.
Oh, and Walker not able to get a handle on that as
all the shots that seem to be falling in the first half for the Guardians are not here in this beginning of the second half. Good look to Marquise Mathis. Just like that. Just like that. It is a 2-point game. Love to see it from the Bruins. Nick Gooch giving some to the crowd. Love it.
And the one thing I noticed on that last Guardian transition is 3 guys were on Heidelberg as he was bringing the ball up the floor, and McKnight was at half court when Heidelberg got up there, and he just stood there and was just reaching for the ball.
Yeah.
You know, if you're on that transition defense, you got to get physical with them, get in front of them, and slow them down somehow. If you just reach, they're going to be able to get that ball right by you.
For sure, for sure. You see Cam Mitchell going into the locker room for a second. Hopefully that's nothing serious, just maybe a little cramp or maybe getting a little bit more water. But yeah, I mean, the whole reason they've come back here is just what you said. They've come out a lot sharper. They've come out with a lot more intensity. They're communicating on defense. They're getting up in the Guardians, and that's what you got to do. This Guardians team is not going to give up. This Guardians team's just what you said, undersized but scrappy. They play hard, and they play with good basketball IQ. They've done a great job of finding that open shooter all day in the transition.
Absolutely. So, like we said, Mitchell heading into the locker room, hopefully just briefly. So McGlade coming back in, and there is Mitchell right there. And there's a lot of bickering back and forth here. Got some bench warnings.
Things are getting a little chippy here. Refs trying to get it under control. We talk about the intensity. It's intense now.
Yes, it is. Like we said, 2-point deficit now is Nick Gooch just sticking his hands in the cookie jar, not able to grab one as he's going to pick up the foul here. Send Cheatham to the free throw line.
Again, though, good job by Gooch. He's forcing him baseline. Use that extra defender, which is with his out of bounds line there to help you out.
This first one is up and that drops. Yeah, we see Cam Mitchell. Looks like he's got some kind of a leg cramp going on, so he's working on that right now.
Hopefully he can get back in there soon here. Well, and if you're the Bruins, if the refs are going to try to get this under control, they might start calling some fouls. Just be smart about it.
Yep. Mathis out to Gooch, who swings it out to McKnight. Nice little fadeaway right there.
And with Mitchell on the bench, you know that that McKnight and Mathis are going to be a big part of the offense now.
Absolutely. Scooty Walker here with the ball and taking a long 2. That one's just short. McKnight with the board.
Now in transition, can you get an open guy? Can you find an easy bucket here?
Yep. Osborne with the ball, driving to the lane, and Daniel's getting a little too physical there.
That's a good aggressive move there by Osborne. And again, what did we talk about? You want to try to get a team that's undersized to try to go to their undersized bench. Let's start getting guys into some foul trouble. I've been impressed with the Bruins here in this second half. This has been a great run here to get this back down to a 2-point game. I mean, this was, 14 at the break?
Yep, 14 at the break. Now down to 2, 7:45 left here in the third, excuse me. As we can hear Ohio Bruins #1 fan.
That's right. We need that energy right now. We definitely need that energy right now. Hey, if you're at home right now, start getting up, because this next 7 minutes in the last fourth quarter, I'm telling you now, it's going to be intense. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, the Bruins came out with the hot hand, and this is a completely different Bruins team, it seems like, than what it was in the first half.
Well, this is the Bruins team we're used to seeing, right? Yeah. A team that's going to be physical, that's going to be good in the transition, and it's going to pick up guys on defense. Got to keep it up. Again, with the way that the Midwest Guardians have shot, they haven't made a lot of shots here in the second half, but the way they've shot there in the first half, you still got to be disciplined on defense.
Right.
The work is long from over.
Right. And a lot of those, as we were saying in the first half, a lot of those shots for the Guardians were wide open.
Wide open.
This third quarter, the Bruins have really buckled down on the defensive side.
See Oliver McGlade and Omer Manzi checked in now. That's something with the back-to-back. How do you use your bench today for Coley? Nice shot by Osborne. He needed that one.
Yeah, Daniels gave him a little pat in the back and made sure that Daniels knew about that one. So Walker driving in, and that one's short.
Well, he thought he had the mismatch there by Omer, but a good job by Omer giving it to him.
Here's
one time, Oliver.
Open three. Oh, just couldn't get that one to fall.
But who's there? The man. Brett McKnight. Oh!
He's upset.
Gotta get back. Gotta get back now.
Yep. Don't let that one eat you alive. Walker swings it out to Cheatham, who then drives, and nice little dump off to Walker, and that help side defense wasn't down there to crash. If they were able to get down there, contest that layup, that I think would have been could have been a different outcome.
That's a good job by finishing by the Guardians. Now here's something you're going to have to pay attention to with Mitchell out. You know, Oliver is a great ball handler, but obviously he's not the scoring threat that Cam is. Osborne, maybe a little bit more scoring threat, but he's not got the handles that Oliver has. So if you're the Guardians, maybe start getting up on guys, trying to pressure them and force these turnovers. There's that double team we saw earlier.
McKnight with a nice
well, when you're a grown man, it just doesn't matter. My goodness.
McKnight knows how to use his body down low.
And he hadn't stopped talking this whole game, man. I love it. That's what's keeping him in it and keeping him involved.
I've noticed that about McKnight as Cheatham's going to get that layup to fall. He's going to stay here, and that one was a tough call, but they're going to stick with it as the Guardians are going to keep it, and we see Tavion McNeil checking in for the Bruins now.
And this guy, I talk about him every single time we have a telecast. I love this kid, man. He is unbelievable. He plays about 8 to 12 minutes a game, and it is all productive.
Yeah. Whenever you watch them, you see that the kid has tremendous athleticism.
Oh, it's unbelievable. He'll jump out of the gym, and if we get a chance here, we might be able to see that.
75-75 game here. 6:10 left in the third. Walker tries to be physical with McKnight,
shot clock violation there.
Shot clock violation, exactly.
Man, what a complete antithesis of the first half, right? I mean, we were talking about the lack of communication and effort. Now we have a shot clock violation by the Bruins. Love to see it.
Yes, the defense really settling in here for the Bruins. Gooch gets it out to McGlade, who gets it back and swings it out to McKnight, who takes the three and just short. But Gooch trying to get that offensive rebound, dumps it off to Osborne, and Gooch is able to get the nice little putback.
Rewarded. He tipped it back out for the first offensive rebound, comes back down and gets a second one.
Daniels quickly down the other end. The contested layup doesn't fall, but Walker there for the offensive board.
And Walker has had a really good second half here so far.
Yeah. Tie ball game here, 5:30 left in the third. Osborne with a three. That one falls.
Nailed it. They needed that one. We talked about, they got Marquise and they got Cam on the bench right now. Where's your scoring going to come from your bench? And Osborne stepped up.
First half, it seemed like Osborne started off a little slow as Cheatham hits a three. Seems like Osborne started off a little slow, but this third quarter, he's gotten a few baskets and has finally started settling in.
Yeah, and that was the first lead the Bruins have had in a long time before that three was hit by the Guardians.
Osborne drives and kicks it out to McKnight, who then kicks it out to McGlade, who knocks
Beautiful
down that three.
Shot. And again, what did you talk about in the first half? Let's make McKnight really draw the defense on him and start kicking out and find the shooters. He did a great job that time.
Yep.
My
McKnight
goodness.
hand in his face, but Cheatham answers that three right back. I believe that's 2 in a row for Cheatham. McGlade with a long three. That one doesn't fall. Quickly coming the other way. Got to pick up the ball here if you're Gooch.
Well, and if you're Oliver, that's not your shot necessarily right there in contention.
Yeah.
So maybe bring it back and get a better shot there.
Well, McGlade kicks it over to McKnight, who takes that three just off the front edge.
Well, and with the lack of scoring that they have in there right now, you'd like to see McKnight go down low again and start using his strength. And
Walker's speed gets it able to turn the ball over as Osborne looks for that three. And that one's short. It looks like they're rushing a little bit now.
Yeah, definitely. You'd like to see him slow down here on these.
Takes a long three and
halfway down.
That was a heat check right there.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely.
That one just rolled in and out, just barely missing it. 3:40 left. Guardians with a 2-point lead. Gooch has the ball.
when you can see without Mitchell in there, sometimes that half-court offense gets a little stale for the Bruins. Great cut by Osborne and good finish.
Yes, great backdoor cut.
He's had a really good third quarter.
And it looks like McNeil's going to get called for that one.
You'll live with that, though, if you're the Bruins. He goes straight up. He doesn't give up an easy bucket. Now you're going to force him to go on the line. You know what? That's a great first about 7 minutes there, 8 minutes there by the Bruins. Get back into this game, and we're tied now.
Yeah, like you said, this is the Bruins team we're used to seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting out in transition, talking on defense, getting easy buckets. And all of this, again, we've mentioned, out without Cam Mitchell. He's still on the sideline. He's been over there since about the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I was just going to bring that up. You have the guy like Cam Mitchell, who is, I would say, one of your star players. He goes out. How does the rest of this team answer to that? They've answered relatively well.
So far, the bench has been good. Everybody knows what their role is. Everybody's coming in and playing what they need to do. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I think it's an understatement to say we're definitely going to need Cam back in this game.
3:20 left here in the third quarter. We got a timeout here. Tied game at 85. Like we said, it was a 14-point deficit for the Bruins at halftime.
Absolutely. You know, it was funny. We talked just a few minutes ago about, the complete antithesis here on defense. How about the crowd energy? Both teams on both sidelines are getting into it. The few fans that we have here today that are socially distanced, they are getting into it. So.
And we had that bench warning for both benches that, they either some players and fans were talking back and forth, or I'm not sure what that was all about. But, yeah, the intensity is here in this second half as it is a tie ball game.
Well, it's a good job by the referees, getting control of the game, allowing the game to still be intense without getting out of control.
Right, absolutely. So we have Daryl Scooty Walker here at the line shooting 2. First one just in and out.
For as many shots as the Midwest Guardians have hit, they have struggled a little bit from the free throw line. And if you're the Bruins, take advantage of that. Make sure you're blocking out here and getting a rebound.
Absolutely. So the second one is up. Gets the friendly roll on that one.
And again, we talked about that 8-second violation here as opposed to the 10-second. So that's why it's so important to get up on the guards. Good cut by McNeil. Just couldn't finish.
Yeah, got to be able to finish that one.
You're right about that. Man, you'd love to see him finish that.
Cheatham's with the ball on the wing, brings it out. Looks like they're going to try and get their offense.
Good job by Osborne. Saw the isolation.
Up ahead to
Good
McNeil.
Look to McNeil. And you got to finish.
Not able to get that one down.
Job.
We're going to have a few foul on Nick Gooch here.
I don't know. I think he got away with that one. I think the ball was he was out a little bit out of control there. I think the referee gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Guardians with a 1-point lead, 86-85.
Good D by McNeil.
Osborne wasn't able to get there in time. It just squeaked over the out-of-bounds line.
Good
hustle, though.
Yeah, good hustle. And again, we're seeing that intensity that we didn't see in the first half.
Yep.
Those 50-50 balls, now the Bruins are starting to come up with them.
Got about 15 seconds left here on the shot clock. Walker with the ball up top. Person coming over for the screen.
Oh, he balked again.
That's a double.
Oh, my goodness. Yep. Finally. Thought Coach Coley was going to come over and make the call himself there.
As you can see, Coach Coley's biting the shirt, trying to refrain from saying something.
Well, he's gotten away with 2 or 3 there today, and they've not called it. That was the first time today.
So Osborne gets it down low to Mathis. He tried to throw it back in, but realized where he was. And
no one to throw it off of, I think, is what he was trying to do there.
Yep. He's upset about something.
We see Marquise come back in and right down to him.
Yep. Nice little turn fade away. Not able to get that one to fall, though, as Cheatham gets the defensive rebound. Nice little take by him, and wow, what a finish.
That was a tremendous finish.
Body.
Takes the contact.
Using that body as a shield, you know, able to be under the basket as Osborne puts up a three. Can't get that one to fall.
Again, too early in the shot clock. That's not a high percentage or good shot.
Right. 150 left here in the third. We're going to get a foul here on the Bruins. Looks like it's going to be on McGlade.
McGlade looking in the mirror right now with Miller. Both of the guys built the same. Both have a high motor. Both make great decisions. We got McKnight coming back in now.
Yep.
So now they got the two big men again.
Yep. 3-point lead here for the Guardians. You're the Bruins. Hey, keep doing what you've been doing. That inside game has been working.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, you know, you have the size as Miller gets the ball in the corner. And nice, wow.
And that was a lack of communication there.
Yeah.
Got to cut back over if you're Marquise, and or you got to get somebody to come back down on the baseline to help out there.
No, if you're Mathis and McKnight, get on the inside, use your body. No need to do some turnaround fadeaways as Mathis puts up a three.
Again, a quick shot in the shot clock, a long distance shot when you have the size. Great job by Osborne, finishing at the rim.
Yeah, able to get that off.
He's had really good
rebound.
third quarter.
Yes, he has. He's really picked it up here on the offensive side, especially with Mitchell still over there working on his legs.
Great job by Nick Gooch. Good defensive possession there.
Yep. You don't have the numbers right now, but Boo Osborne.
You like to see Osborne bring that back out there. Like you said, you didn't have the numbers. You have the size, and you're the ability to finish here. You're the Bruins.
Miller in the corner for a three, just short, and Person is going to get called for the foul on that one, pushing Osborne in the back.
And again, Osborne on both ends of the court here, really playing hard in this third quarter. We saw good minutes, too, by McNeil. He came in. I know he couldn't finish those couple of plays there, but great basketball IQ, getting open and everything.
Yeah, he's able to knock down those two layups. Then Bruins are looking at a 1-point lead right now.
Absolutely.
45 seconds left here. See if the Bruins can take advantage of a 2-for-1 opportunity. Gets it down low to Mathis. Help side comes over. Somebody's got to be open.
He had him.
Gooch just wasn't ready. Fastball came in a little too high.
Little too quick. Gooch was wide open on the left block there. Now you got to get a stop here and try to get the ball back.
Yep.
Down 3, you can try to tie this game if you can get a stop here.
About a 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Walker's been a monster underneath, and of course Cheatham's hasn't missed, it doesn't seem like, this whole quarter.
Yeah. McKnight picks him up way outside. Good defense by Osborne.
And one. I tell you what, this guy is putting the game on his back, and he's taking control for the Guardians.
Yeah, absolutely. Able to take the physicality to McKnight and then finish through the contact from Osborne.
We saw that earlier, right? It's Cam Mitchell's special, being able to finish while you're taking the contact, and Cheatham's been unbelievable about that today.
8 seconds left here. Gooch for the Bruins has the ball. Kicks it out to McGlade, who shoots a three, and that one's just off.
That's both now the second quarter and the third quarter. Not a great shot there. They've had the last possession both times for the Bruins, and both times they've come up short. Man, this is going to be a good fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Guardians having a 6-point lead right now on top of the Bruins, 93-87. We're going to go and take a quick break and come back right after this.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and
are back here for the start of the fourth quarter. 6-point lead here for the Guardians, 93-87. Bruins starting out with the ball. Promising third quarter there for the Bruins.
Great third quarter for them. I know you're down 6, but you cut the lead by more than half from the break, and that's what we want to see. Put it down low to Brett McKnight. They don't have an answer for him today.
And looks like a late whistle, I believe. Is that on McKnight? Oh, no. Okay. McKnight is at the free throw line. So McKnight at the line shooting 2. Couldn't get that one to fall.
Well, and when you're trying to make a comeback and the clock stop, easy way to do that is making free throws. Got to make these now.
Yep.
We saw Mitchell come back in.
Yeah, he's down there in the corner. And that's also something that I noticed about this ABA basketball is that players are allowed down there in the corners for at least free throws.
Yeah, they like to stay down there.
Nope.
And, yep, violation. You saw it.
Yeah, Mitchell just a little too... He was ready to get it.
Yeah, he was ready for the offensive rebound if need be. Unfortunately, he just fell in. So now Cheatham's killed him in that last quarter. You've got to find a way to stop him.
Yeah, he started off hot at the beginning of the quarter. His nice little dish down there into Walker. He started off hot, then he missed a couple shots, but he finished out the quarter strong. You got to make sure that if you're guarding Cheatham's, that you got to be able to lock him down.
For sure. And
they're able to get inside and dish it into Walker. You got to find a way to stop that as McKnight puts up a shot and just short.
Again, if you're McKnight, you'd like to see him down low with the sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, you'd like to see McKnight go down low there. I mean, he's had so much consistency and so much great play down there today.
And Mathis able to take it
Great
to the
take.
basket. Grown man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, take advantage of your big guys. Take advantage and get some easy buckets here. You're down 6, and here comes the defense.
Yep. Get the ball out of Cheatham's hands, and nobody's over to help out on Trice, who that's a dangerous shooter if he's left wide open, as we just saw.
And that's the first time we've seen him since he picked up the technical. So he comes back in, he calmed down, and he hits a shot. Now, if you're the Bruins, you got to tighten up here.
Yep. 9-point lead, 10:30 left in the fourth. Ball into Mitchell. Help defense comes in and gets it poked loose, but it's going to stay with the Bruins.
And if you're the Bruins here, the next 3 or 4 minutes are going to be really important in this game.
Absolutely. Cam Mitchell with a pump fake.
Shot clock
Looks like a
violation.
shot clock violation, yep. Good defense there by the Guardians.
So we saw Cam come out with an injury. Now just maybe seems like mentally he's a little bit off here.
Yeah, Boo Osborne coming in for him. You see he's frustrated about something.
Great drop off to Walker. They haven't had an answer for that. I mean, they're doing a great job of trying to close out on the shooters, but just like what you talked about earlier, you start closing out on the shooters, and now all of a sudden the guys down low are cutting and diving and making easy buckets.
Yeah, absolutely. So that foul's going to go on Nick Gooch. At least he didn't give him the easy layup, you know.
That's true.
At the free throw line, make him earn those 2 points. Misses short on that
And we talked about it. They've struggled from the free throw line today. If you can make them go to the free throw line, start missing shots, next thing you know, maybe you can start getting back in this thing.
Right. Walker with the second shot. That one's wide, but Miller comes in hot and not able to get it as Gooch secures the rebound. McKnight with a 3. Couldn't get that one to fall. Almost traveled with it, but started his dribble before he put down that second foot.
Pretty good look and a pretty good shot. Again, though, I would just like to see McKnight go down low. Let's get some easy buckets here and get back in this game.
Yeah. Last 2 or 3 shots have been threes by McKnight, and they haven't fallen. Walker takes it in out to Cheatham, who sends it over to Trice for 3, and man,
With three-point shooting
by the Guardians.
Yeah.
We had the same thought.
Absolutely. I mean, it has been great. You know, they went cold there a little bit in that third quarter, and it was partly because of that defensive pressure. Now they've been able to open up the floor a little bit. They've got the Bruins on their heels, and they're hitting shots again. This is a little bit of a risky area here in the ball game for the Bruins.
Right. So there's still 9:30 left.
Oh, absolutely.
Only a 12-point game, but it seems like the Bruins on offense are just trying to rush too much.
They are. Well, you know, we've seen it since Mitchell went out. They don't have that guy who they're going to for a bucket. We thought it was McKnight there for a minute, but now he seems to be coming back out from the basket. I love that he can shoot that shot, but right now you've got to put together back-to-back possessions on offense so you can get back in this thing.
Right. Absolutely.
1-3 isn't going to get you back in it. Let's put together a nice little run here like they did in the second quarter, or the third quarter. And, you know, this was about the time we said that in the third quarter, so we'll see here. We can get to the 5-minute mark and get it down to about 5 or 6, then we're going to see an interesting end of the game.
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, 12-point lead for the Guardians, 101-89. 9:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Nick Gooch bringing the ball up the floor for the Ohio Bruins. Out there with McKnight, Osborne, Mathis, as Osborne has a nice backdoor cut. Nice find by Mathis.
Great cut. Osborne's been doing a great job of that in the second half of cutting. They're pulling the big men out a little bit here, which is opening up the floor a little bit for the Bruins. He finds the cutter there, and now he gets a chance for the old-fashioned three.
Because, I mean, you bring those big guys out, then you have the likes of Boo Osborne and Nick Gooch, who are on the roster. They're labeled as guards, but they seem to be a little bit bigger than the Guardians guards. So they're able to get those points inside as Boo Osborne completes the three-point play.
Well, we talked about how big they are. I mean, when you are as big as they are, especially with their guard play, it's going to be very important in this last 9 minutes.
Exactly. Kicks out to Trice for three, and that one
finally missed one.
McKnight with the board and quickly brings it the other way.
Now, you got to get a good high percentage shot again.
Yep.
Put together back-to-back possessions here.
Looks like Mathis wants this ball, and they're going to give it to him. And he just takes a mid-range jumper, and not a high percentage shot right there.
Again, you know, they have had absolutely no answer inside the block. For those of you guys watching at home, you see the Aqua Science logo. Anytime the Bruins have gotten down low there, they have no answer on the Guardians, and yet here they are taking these 25, 30-foot shots.
Right. 8:45 left here in the fourth. Guardians bring the ball up the floor. Walker with a nice dish to Cheatham.
And then again, a lack of communication on defense. We saw a lot of that in that first and second quarter.
Yeah, you like the help side defense, but it's the help side that needs to be there.
Well, and with 8 minutes to go, if there's nothing wrong with Cam Mitchell, he needs to be in the basketball game.
Mathis takes another long shot.
This would be a perfect time now to get him in. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly if he's still lingering with that injury or if maybe a couple mental mistakes. They just say, hey, regroup. But he's got to get back in the ball game if you want to come back if you're the Bruins.
Absolutely. So Scooty Walker bringing the ball up the floor for the Guardians. Nice little crossover step back. Takes a long two and just a little too strong. Osborne.
Too strong. Like the thought, but again, with only a limited amount of possessions here, you can't waste possessions like that.
And here comes Cam Mitchell back into the game. As we had stressed, you know, hopefully everything's all right with him. Nice defense there by Mitchell and Walker.
Again, active hands by Nick Gooch. I feel like we say that a lot. My goodness.
Mathis just playing a little too soft on the defensive side.
Well,
Cheathams and Trice have the ball on the outside. You've got to be up in them.
And we saw Daniels, too, was hitting shots earlier. They've got guys that can hit it.
McKnight with a long shot, and is finally able to get one to fall.
Made it, but again, a jumper a little bit too far out. I'd like to see him pound it down low again here and try to get going in the transition.
So Daniels with a
This is what they need right here.
Yep,
Get running here. Get running.
Boo Osborne with the rebound, quickly coming the other way. You got to be a little more under control with that finish.
Well, and also we've got to get guys running on the offensive end here. We've got to get Cam and Marquise to get running here in the transition.
Good defense there by Mitchell, but
Just what you said, though. We're not going to give up any easy buckets here. Make them shoot free throws.
Yep.
You're only down 13. It is getting into a tough position here with only 7 minutes to go. But if they're going to start missing free throws and you can start putting together some offensive runs here, you're right back in it.
yeah. Now, if you're the Bruins, you know, you have open shots. They're there. Just a lot of them aren't falling.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And you know, the thing that's been frustrating is the few shots that haven't fallen for them, it seems like every time they get back into the game, every time they get it back down to 6 or 7, one of the shooters that have been unbelievable today, Daniels, Trice, or Chatham's, hits another big shot.
So if you're the Bruins here, you just got to regroup, you know, find what happened in that third quarter. What worked in that third quarter and get back into that.
For sure. The biggest thing is the intensity. They've got to all be focused in on the game right now, and I don't know that they're all on the same game plan right now, and that's something that's really killing them. It's that lack of communication, those little things that make the difference in a basketball game.
So as you had said, 13-point lead here for the Guardians, 7 minutes left, and we are going to have Datavian Walker at the free throw line for the Guardians, shooting 2 after Mitchell just picked up his foul.
Well, and he's benefited the most from the three-point shooting of the Guardians, right? He's done a great job in this second half of flashing, getting a lot of easy buckets.
Yeah. A lot of those pick and rolls and backdoor cuts and everything like that. He just seems to be in the right position for this Guardians offense. That first one just rolls in and out.
He's only been about hitting 1 out of every 2.
Mm-hmm. The second one is up and no good. Mitchell able to get the board.
Right about now it's Cam time, if you ask me.
Swings it out to Gooch, who takes it, drives it in. Nice little wraparound pass to McGlade. Kicks it out to McKnight. Nice little spin move. Out to McGlade for 3. That one falls. Great shot.
Deep shot, but a good job. Both of Nick and Oliver did a good job coming down the baseline, keeping control, making the defense rotate over, and then they find the open shooter.
Yeah.
That was a huge shot for Oliver.
And that's been one of their best offensive possessions all game.
It really has, honestly. And again, lack of communication on defense. The cutter is, I mean, guys are just coming across the middle of the key right now, and you can't have that.
And the vision by some of these Guardian guards is
for sure
tremendous.
Well, we talked about how many guards they have. All of them are playing smart today.
Exactly. As Gooch gets it down to McKnight as he was cutting and able to pick up the foul.
Important too here. Clock stopped again. You got to make both these free throws. It's a 10-point game with 6 minutes to go if you can hit them both.
McKnight here shooting 2. And first one is up and nothing but net. Second one is up. And that one drops too. So
impressive too. I mean, as much as he's been bodied today, as much physical attention as he's got on a back-to-back, good job late in the game hitting free throws.
And like you said, 2 points was needed, as now it's only a 10-point game. 6 minutes left exactly here in the fourth, halfway through. Good defense by McGlade, but nice handle. Nice handles by Cheatham.
Cheatham loves this gym, doesn't he?
Yeah.
My.
Back up to a 12-point lead. Osborne has the ball. Nice little step back 3. And
again, not the shot that you want.
yeah.
You got to get a better possession there if you're the Bruins. The possessions are dwindling and the lead is increasing for the Guardians, and you got to get better shots there.
And you can see Osborne's been struggling a little bit today. You know, he had the third quarter where he had gotten on a little bit of a run, but really all game he's just been struggling a little bit.
Well, if you're Osborne, go to your strength, right?
Yeah.
That's cutting, diving, and moving without the basketball.
Yeah. which is where he's gotten a lot of his baskets from.
Correct.
He just turns it over there.
Another
Daniels coming the other way quickly, drops it off to Walker.
There's Trice wide open. They got lucky on that one.
And look at that quarterback.
What a throw by Mitchell.
Yeah, great full court pass to McKnight.
Now you've got to put together a couple stops here if you're the Bruins. Got to get a couple stops here. Got to get some possessions.
Just under 5 minutes left here in the fourth. 10-point game. Walker passes to Daniels. Good
straight up, good defense
by Daniels, or good defense by McKnight, causes Daniels to turn it over. Straight up. There's that size and strength from
Well,
McKnight.
that was a good job. That's the first time we've seen that in a long time of them rotating on defense. That's where they've been getting in a lot of trouble today, is the lack of rotation there.
And that seems to help if you're the Bruins, to not let them be able to get in or around the paint.
Yeah. Well, and I know that they've been trying to use their size advantage now. Now there's 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Good shot by Osborne. I tell you what, you said he was struggling. He might just try to just take this game over himself.
Yeah. That hand directly in his face and able to hit nothing but net.
And they needed that. They need another stop. They can't have this go back and forth.
McKnight.
Oh, that's got to be a foul there by Cheatham's. He was all over Mitchell. No call.
McKnight left Walker just wide open to shoot that three. And because he left him wide open, Walker hasn't been one of the better three-point shooters here for the Guardians, but knows his role. And once he shot that three, he was able to crash the offensive board, and they're able to retain possession.
And that's huge when you're down and you're trying to get a stop. Oh, that looked close to basket interference there on the offensive side there by Walker.
That was close.
Timeout now. You're under 4 minutes to go. So you're down, we're down seven here with under 4 to go. You have got to put together some stops if you're the Bruins, and you've got, for me personally, it's now time for Cam Mitchell.
Yeah.
There should not be another person who touches the ball on the offensive side except for him, and it should be because he's either scoring or creating.
Yes, absolutely. And these Bruins, we know them. We know that they can score at will.
And quickly.
It seems like if they want to. So that just adds to your point. If they're able to get those stops on defense, especially with what has been one of the more productive things is getting it down low to the big men, which the Guardians have been having trouble stopping that all game. If you can get a stop on the defensive end, transition those stops into offensive points.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's been the biggest key, right? The Guardians have done a great job of stopping that transition, which is a huge strength of the Bruins.
3:53, just under 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 7-point lead for the Bruins, or for the Guardians, excuse me, and the Guardians are going to have the ball here.
And you got to get a stop here if you're the Bruins.
Yep.
Good job. Good job.
Great defense by the one and only Cam Mitchell. Able to cause that turnover.
And that's what stars do. When they're not putting the ball in the basket, they do what they're supposed to do on the defensive end.
Absolutely. Mitchell out there with Gooch, Mathis, Osborne, and McKnight. Gooch has the ball down low. Mitchell cuts, dishes it off to Mathis. And we're going to get a 3-second violation.
Looked like maybe a
Defensive
3-second here.
Yeah.
Walker complaining that it wasn't his fault, that he was too close to him.
Yeah, he's visibly upset about that call.
He called a defensive 3. It seems like the Guardians bench is screaming that that's not a rule, so we'll have to see what the call is. At the very least, it should be Bruins basketball.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks like they are going to stick with that. One shot for Cam Mitchell.
Huge. Clock stop, you make a bucket, now you're going to get the ball back.
McKnight and Cheatham's having a little conversation there about something.
And like we said, of course, Coach Colig's going to definitely say it was defensive 3 seconds. Midwest Guardians head coach there, he's saying, no, that's not a rule.
Yeah. And so they're having their conversation, making sure everybody's on the same page here. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, so all calls here are big at this point of the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll have to see, maybe, are they going to go back and say, maybe no, there's no defensive 3 seconds, so the free throw doesn't count, but Bruins will still have the basketball.
Seems like everybody is. Coach has his phone out.
Yeah, he's trying to tell him, I've got the rules right here, so we'll just have to see what the decision is. And that it does seem to be exactly what they're trying to figure out here. And again, if there is no defensive 3 second violation, that's exactly what they call it. It'll still be Bruins ball.
Yeah.
Of course, that point by Mitchell will be taken off, so you're still down 7. That's a good job, though, by the refs. Hey, you made a mistake. Let's talk it over. Let's talk with both teams. Let's get the right call. Yeah. Good job by both teams.
Yeah. So as being said, the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds here of this game.
Again, though, if you're the Bruins, everything I think has got to go through Cam Mitchell, and that's who's got the ball right now. There it is.
Nice little mid-range.
There it is.
Now I think it seems like.
Yeah, now you got to get a defensive stop. You're only down by, 5?
Yep.
Oh, he walked again, and they have not called that all day.
And they seem to be letting that go.
Sorry, my Bruins homerism there came out a little bit, but my goodness.
And that 3 by Daniels is no good, but offensive rebound by Trice, who couldn't get control of it. And
Bruins got away with that one,
yes,
right?
They did.
That would have been huge for Midwest.
Yeah, absolutely. Boo Osborne bringing the ball up the floor, directing the offense. Gooch sets the screen.
Takes it himself.
All the way to the
Good
basket.
finish.
Great finish. Using that body, good body control, able to get the bucket.
We've seen great guard play by both teams finishing at the rack today. And it's a 3-point game. You got to get the defensive stop here if you're the Bruins.
Daniels with the ball. Drives and kicks out to Cheatham.
He had the wide open layup there.
Out to Daniels with the long 2.
Oh, you got to get the rebound there.
And great defense.
Good defense, though.
Able to cause a turnover. Mitchell, great ball handling, bringing it up the floor here.
Just take it yourself, Cam.
Yep.
Way to be.
Gotta be
Good offensive rebound by McKnight.
Get the offensive putback.
And that should have been and one. And now you got to get back right now. You got 2 minutes to go. You have to stay mentally sharp and not allow the Guardians to make a 3 here.
Right, absolutely.
Or a cut flash like they've been doing all day.
Right.
Osborne's got to put a body on somebody. So here we go. Strap in, man. 2 minutes to go, and we got a 3-point game. Bruins basketball.
Yeah, this is what you had said. Some things come together. The final couple minutes of this game could be very interesting.
Could be interesting. And what did we say when they were down 7? What's the basketball? Where's the basketball got to go to? Cam Mitchell. 2 possessions in a row. Cam Mitchell. He makes the bucket.
Yep.
Can't quite finish. McKnight's there for the offensive rebound.
Yep. And it's nice when you have another creator like the likes of Boo Osborne, who's able to drive and get that nice finish that he had.
Boo's done a great job today. We talked about a few shots maybe ill-advised from downtown.
Yeah.
But, he's done a good job when he has been trying to direct the traffic there. He's done a good job on the isolations of being able to get to the basket and finish.
And that's one of the things I like about Boo Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
If he's missing his shots, he doesn't let that get to him.
No, he doesn't.
He continues to play his game, and things will eventually start falling for him.
Absolutely.
Final 2 minutes here. Midwest Guardians 113, Ohio Bruins 110. Oliver McGlade going to bring the ball up the floor for the Bruins.
And, of course, he came in for Mitchell. Again, I'm not sure if he's cramping over there or what's going on, but you got to have him in the basketball game right now if he's available.
Yeah. Yeah, the second half, he's...
And one. Oh, man. That would have been huge.
Yep, but Hey, if it's not Cam Mitchell, it might as well be Brett McKnight.
I'll tell you what, it's funny, we talked about how amazing of a game last night Cam Mitchell had. Oh, yeah, by the way, McKnight quietly had 34.
Yeah, as I had said, I believe they combined for him, and Mitchell had combined for 91 of the team's 133 yesterday, which was just incredible.
It is incredible.
So McKnight able to knock that one down.
He's done the job today after that back-to-back,
Yep.
after being, as we talked about before, after having such a physical game that he's played today and hitting free throws. You love that.
Yep. 145 left, 113, 111. Guardians up. McKnight able to knock down the second shot confidently.
Yes. Big shot there. And again, here we go. Got to get a stop. Got to recognize the cutters and the shooters.
Great defense there by Osborne as he's able to poke it away. And way to get your hands in the passing lane.
Nick Gooch, I tell you, man, it just seems like his hands are always around the basketball on defense.
Tall, long arms. You love that one. You get those hands in the passing lanes.
And you got 11 on the shot clock here, so no foul. Just be smart here.
Strong D. Here comes this screen that they seem to have been working out. Great
5
help.
on the shot clock.
Great
Defense by Nick Gooch.
Yes.
Good job by Nick Gooch. Shot clock violation. I'm going to tell you what, that right there, that's how you take over a basketball game defensively. That's how you get a stop right there. That's huge for the Bruins. Huge.
That was the Nick Gooch defensive possession right there. He did it all. Got his hands in the passing lanes, able to knock the ball out of the hands as Walker was going up for the shot, able to block the shot of that. He just did it all right there.
He did it all right there. You're absolutely right. That's what you need. On a day when you struggled, you need somebody like that to lead you here in the last minute.
That's somebody who wants to close this game out with a win. As we get down to the final 110. Nice little spin move by McKnight. And what
they can't stop him.
High off
gotta
the
get
glass.
back.
High off the glass. Great finish as the Guardians brought it up the floor quickly. Walker,
barely, almost got away with a travel there.
Yeah.
Just finds Walker at the last second to drop it off.
Yeah, Walker
got a minute to go now.
He knew Walker was down there. I just don't know if he knew where. But he was in the right position to get that ball.
The Walker-to-Walker connection has been quite amazing today.
40 seconds left. 115, 114. Nice pass from Mathis to Gooch. That's the second one where Gooch just
3 on the shot clock. You got to shoot it here.
And
just missed it. Great offensive rebound.
And it's going to end up being out on the Bruins. And Gooch is still down on the floor.
I don't know if he hit his ankle, his leg. This is not good if you're a Bruins fan.
Oh, looks like it might be cramp.
And, we talk about how intense this game's been. What great sportsmanship there by Daniels, helping him out there.
Absolutely.
Coming over to his aid, just wanting to finish the game with both teams at full strength.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, 26 seconds to go. You're down 1. You got to get a stop. You can't give up a 3.
Yeah, of course these two teams are going against each other, but you never want to see anybody get hurt.
Absolutely.
Or anything like that.
And both teams, even when it was a little chippy there in the second quarter, the competitive spirit has been really great today.
Yeah, absolutely. Like as you can see, McKnight, he's always the one to be talking with the other team, it seems like. But it's all in good fun, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. And it's one thing that you love that's so endearing about this team. Every time we have a telecast, we talk about it. The guys really love each other, and they like to have a good time. And the most important thing is they love the game of basketball.
Right.
Now this is going to be a big question. I mean, you're talking about Nick Gooch, who is been the best defender that they've had with 26 seconds left, and you need to stop. Oh, we can't afford to have him go out right now.
Right.
Coach Coley, I might actually, with Oliver's really quick. I really like his hands, but with Tavion's length here, you might try to do a little offense-defense here with him and Oliver.
Right. So as Gooch is over there on the sideline with the band going to try and get stretched out. Cam Mitchell ends up checking in for him, so
it's going to be Guardians ball, like we said, and you're going to see full court pressure here by the Bruins. The big key here is don't let anybody get behind you and pick up the the shooters here.
Right. No, for defense, no reaching. Always want to. And Osborne quickly fouls on that one.
And unfortunately, that's probably the last guy you wanted to foul on Midwest.
Doesn't look like they're in the bonus yet.
Well, you got a foul here if you're the Bruins. Got to get to the ball and foul.
Change with the ball. 16 seconds left. 115-114 lead for the Midwest Guardians. Walker going to be taking the ball out for the Guardians. Gets it over to Cheatham's.
It's a good job by the Guardians, too.
Up to Heidelberg. Back to
Get
Cheatham's.
it to their ball handler.
Over to Daniels.
And they're going
to Trice.
They're going to dribble this out here. 3.6 seconds. Now, is he going to the line? Will this be the bonus? We'll have to see. This is huge here. So there's 3.6 seconds left. They're in the bonus now. If he misses this first one, you got to get the ball down the court quick and get a good shot here. And of course, Mitchell's in the game. Try to get the ball to your shooter. Try to find Mitchell if you can on a miss.
Right. So Heidelberg is going to the line here.
And the good thing is, even if he makes them both, you still have a chance to tie this game.
Half of the court. Let's stay off of this guy over here. I need you to be on the left side because we need to prepare for the last shot of the game. So Sonia, go ahead and pull out of that. So
And
I've got you here.
Oh, it looks like maybe they weren't in the bonus quite yet.
It wasn't even
That actually helped out the Guardians there instead of the Bruins.
right,
Be about
absolutely.
center court and follow the ball when it comes your way.
Oh, and they're going to call that a foul when it looks like it was.
Which is fine. If you're the Bruins, I know you're upset about the foul, but the clock would have ran out there, and we wouldn't have had possession there.
Right.
That's an okay foul, especially if he's going to go to the free throw line for 2. You're still going to have 2.8 seconds left to try to tie this basketball game up.
Right, exactly.
Center court, ready?
And it looks like it's going to be Cheatham's going to the line, which is
Of course, unfortunately, right? The last guy you wanted to go there, what a game he has had today.
And let's see, why is he going to be shooting alone? And he makes that.
First
Cheatham
one's
makes
in.
the first one. The second one is up. And that one drops as well. 3-point lead.
It looks like, that had to have been what it was. Maybe Coach Coley got a technical over there. That had to be what it is. And man, you hate to see that at the end of the game. Now they're down 3 with just 2 seconds left.
Now there's 3 shots, they're saying. So
Trying to get a clarification. Sounds like Walker was telling one of the fans here he got the foul. It was his 6th foul, which fouled him out. Then on top of that, he got the technical. So that looks like maybe the foul was the first 2 free throws, and the technical was this last one here. And that pretty much iced the game.
Yep.
If you're the Bruins, you're going to definitely try to regroup off of this one. No shame here. Top 25 matchup, a top 10 team here that you're losing to. But, man, you just saw so many opportunities missed today.
Right. You know, we had talked about how for the Bruins, their offense, a lot of it was, seemed to be rushed. A lot of their offensive possessions, taking some ill-advised shots. And for the Guardians, they're able to capitalize on their very fast, effective offensive transition game.
Absolutely. I was impressed with them today. Of course, we talked about it, a back-to-back. Not only physically is it going to be tough, but mentally. And we saw a lot of mental mistakes here by the Bruins today.
Yeah.
They'll sharpen it up. They'll be back on track next week.
And after, coming off of yesterday's big win alone, they're going to end up dropping this one. 119 to 114 is going to be the final here for our game between the Midwest Guardians and the Ohio Bruins. So that'll put the Ohio Bruins at 3-3 on the season and bump the Midwest Guardians up to 6-2. Like we had said, top 25 matchup. This was a great contest, physical, entertaining all the way to the end.
Oh, absolutely. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the telecast. If you got family and you love basketball, come bring them out here. You're going to get to see a lot of great basketball being played, intense games with great competition.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to wrap things up here. Just one of the things that you hated to see was Cam Mitchell going down there in the third quarter, early in the third quarter, with what seemed to be some leg cramps, leg injury. Just couldn't seem to get any kind of offense going from him as he was.
Well, and we talked about, back-to-backs with this short bench. Would it come back to bite him? And it did a little bit here today, unfortunately.
So we are going to go ahead and finish up here. The final ends up being Midwest Guardians on top of the Ohio Bruins, 119-114. This broadcast has been presented to you by Score On Air. Hopefully everybody has a great day. Seth Donahoe alongside DJ. Great having you here, and we'll see you next time.
Pleasure was all mine. Thank you so much.